All right, testing, testing. If anybody is out there, we'll see if this works. I'm hoping somebody out there will send me a message and let me know if this is working. This is a experiment of sorts. See if we got anybody happening. I don't see anything going on. I'm trying to pretend this is my background, but I can't tell if anybody's on. Okay, I see you guys, but I don't see anything on my YouTube studio. Let me know if you guys can hear me. It's supposed to be up on my content, but I don't see anything. Hi Bart. Hi Jay. It's working, except I can't make it look like my cool studio in the background, and I can't read what you guys are saying. Okay, you can hear me? That's good, but my background's lame. I would assume that it would be under my content, but I don't see it here on my phone. Anybody got any ideas? I'm obviously doing something wrong. If I do this full screen, then I can't see you guys, so how come it works for Flodzilla and it doesn't work for me? Like I said, this is an experiment, guys, so this isn't going to be super exciting until I figure this out. How many people have we got on here? 5 people. It says I'm live. So where is it? If I was going to tune in via my telephone, camera, YouTube. Does it take a while to show up on my YouTube studio, guys? Anybody have any idea about this? Even when I go to my channel. Let's try live. Aha! Turn my sound down. I found it. Okay, so now I can make this look like my cool studio and pretend that I've got a sick setup. Ha! All right, let me know if you guys see. Yeah, that looks way better. Let me know if my sound is good. Hi, Dean. What time is it in the UK? It is What time we got here? 4:57 p.m. Texas time. Hi, Alex. Oh, thanks. Is that Wiley? 10:55 p.m. It's almost bedtime for you over there. Thank you, Wiley. That's very kind. I'm trying to do some live streams for you guys to kind of make it a little bit more interesting because oftentimes I'll get, similar questions in some of the comments from my reaction videos, and this way, if you have any questions for me, I can just answer you real time or within a few seconds of. I know it's a little bit late as I'm watching it on my phone here to see your reaction or your comments, but hey, Danny. 5:58 p.m. Oh, Atlanta. I have a friend who lives near Atlanta. Maui. What is going on out in Maui right now, Wiley? We have heard it's like the news about Maui has completely stopped. What's happening over there? Victoria, Australia. Hi there. It is now summer in Australia, right? Wintertime here. As wintry as it gets in Texas, which isn't that wintry. Woodstock. I don't know where Woodstock is. She lives, I don't know how far away from Atlanta she is. She kind of lives in the boondocks. Houston, Texas. Hey there. You're not far from me. It's about 3.5 hour drive for us. A lot of cleanup in Maui still, huh? What are they doing as far as relief? Because, we're sending billions of dollars overseas, but has Maui seen anything like that? My mom has been to Australia. She said it was beautiful. She went skiing in the daytime, and then in the afternoon she came down and swam at the beach. She said it was awesome. Hey, Jay. Vermont. Nice. Yeah, I need some background music, don't I? I wasn't fully prepared. My husband and the boys are out skateboarding right now, and they said may as well do a live stream while the noise is slightly died down in the house, because usually even just doing reaction videos, I can hear my kids half the time, and I'm telling them to quiet down so I can finish the videos. They still only offered $700. Unbelievable. Where's all that money from Oprah? I thought that was a thing. Might as well put the link here too. What link? I don't know what I'm doing here, Alex. I'm flying by the seat of my pants. Do I sing? To myself. I like to pretend I can sing. My husband says I can sing. And yeah, we'll leave it at that. I make kombucha. Yeah, I knew that's exactly what they were doing, Jay. It was a way for them to get a tax write-off and get the money right back in their pockets, right? Yeah, I had a feeling it was going to be a big land grab. Comment on styles of singing. Yeah, I mean, I know a little bit about it. I was in choir and choral class in high school, and I love to sing, but I'm certainly not on par with people like Chinchilla. Street choir, that's cool. We did, well, actually, I was in drama in school and after I graduated, and we used to put on shows and stuff in the tiny town I lived in. But so I sang in front of people before, but I was always nervous, always, always freaked out. Oh, that's awesome. You heard somebody blasting Ren? That's great. What's with what red hair? Does my hair look red? It's probably just the lighting. My hair's brown. I loved drama class. I thought one day I was going to be an actor. I guess this is what I ended up doing instead. Does my hair look red? I can't tell on my phone. I don't color my hair. This is just my natural hair color. As a creator, how big is Ren? I don't know what you mean. I mean, I think he's huge just because I listen to all his stuff. Not Shakespeare, but Alice in Wonderland. No, I didn't do Shakespeare. I think we put on, yeah, I don't know. We did stuff in high school. It was kind of lame. My granddad, though, he was an entertainer his whole life. He was a magician, actor. He was in a few series on TV in Canada. Up until the day he passed, he was singing and putting on shows and doing magic for people. He was such a cool guy. You just watched my reaction to Tom's new song. So you get like double whammy hanging out with Mrs. Realistic today. Where are you from again, Alex? Your English isn't that bad? Well, your English is fine when you're typing it. How many people we got? 14? Not bad. I guess right before Christmas, there's probably a lot of people doing family stuff. What are you guys doing for Christmas? Redheaded Neighbor is a different channel. Yeah, that's not my channel. I introduced our service station attendant gas station to Ren. Now I can't get out of the place without a 10-minute discussion about the boy wonder. Well, that's a cool discussion to have. I like talking about Ren. He's awesome. When the wall fell, the Berlin Wall? Seriously? Surfing. Oh, I won't tell my husband. He'll be super, super jealous. He's surfing on a skateboard today, but I can guarantee he would rather be surfing on his board that we have up on the wall. Waiting for it to be over with. What, the day? Oh, you think a lot of people do Ren for views? Yeah, probably. I think there's a lot of creators who do anything for views. I've seen some people cover music that I'm like, you can't seriously like that, but they get hundreds of thousands of views. So yeah, I absolutely think Ren is in a lane all his own, and he is a special human being, 100%. Hello from Finland. Awesome. What's it like in Finland today? I had a book about Finland when I was a little kid, and I've always wanted to go. Waiting for Christmas to be over with? Denny, what? Christmas is my favorite time of year. High school exchange program. Where did you come? Did you come over to the States for a high school exchange program, Alex? Pitts Take. Hey, how's it going? Surfing for 25 years. Oh, that's so awesome. My husband, actually, his office right out of high school was about 2 blocks from the beach, and he would, on his every single lunch hour, he would go surf. Oh, what's the surfing like in Victoria? It's got to be awesome. Snow, nope, snow, no snow here. I've lived enough years of my life with snow. I am glad to have no snow. I like snow to look at, and that's about it. Love in life, how are things your way? They are great. How about you? Well, you said love in life, so that's good. Everything's good here. Kids are skateboarding with Dad today, and I'm here with you guys, getting ready for Christmas. Thailand. Awesome. Hi, Jeff. Are you from Thailand, or do you just live there? Dig your Ren reactions. Thank you. Good night, Dean. Have a good sleep. 1 block away from the beach. Yeah, my husband's house was about a block from the beach, and he could walk to every single thing. He lived in Carlsbad, California, and so he would just walk down, and everything was basically across the street from him. 90-minute massage. What kind of massage did you have? I'm kidding. Oh, wow. Did you move there for work, Jeff? I have never been. I have never been to the UK. My dad is from Wolverhampton. Some of you know that, and I still have not been able to visit, which makes me sad. But now with 3 small kids in the house, that's not even, it's not a possibility financially. No way. Well, maybe we'll have to make a trip to Australia so that we can do some awesome surfing. That sounds great. My husband would love that. Hello from Ireland. Happy Christmas. Happy Christmas to you too. One of my favorite Irish actors, excuse me, who is the spitting image of Ren, or who Ren is the spitting image of, Cillian Murphy. I adore him. Peaky Blinders. You all know how much I love Peaky Blinders. Man, you guys have been all over the place. I've been to Mexico. I've been to Alaska. I lived about an hour and a half away from Alaska for about from the age of 13 to the age of 21. So I've seen some cool stuff up there, but oh, in Gaelic. Happy Christmas in Gaelic. Let me see if I can read it. I won't be able to. Let me see if I can find your comment again. Noleg Shona Duet. I probably murdered that. And I probably did it no justice. I will have an eggnog and rum probably on Christmas Eve. That's about how much I drink. Oh, that's cool, Jeff. Yeah, I've heard issues happening in the UK, but I don't know. I would love to be able to go just for the nostalgia, just for, to be able to say I've been to my motherland, but I don't think I'd want to live there. One-way ticket and £100. Well, I think that you've done pretty well for yourself if you are still there 25 years later. And the other reactor, Tony. You lost me, Alex. I'm trying to stay up with all these comments, but 35 countries. Man, you've seen some places, Denny. I've never been in a band. Speaking of Peaky Blinders, I lived in Birmingham for 2 years, 7 years total in England, Scotland, and Ireland. Yeah, my dad grew up in Wolverhampton, which I believe is about 10 miles from Birmingham. What about Prague? I don't know enough about Prague. I wish I was better on my geography and world events, but the corruption is more blatant there, Jeff. It's like more in your face. So, but you like it better than the UK? I think the only thing that I miss about Canada, besides the beautiful province I lived in, British Columbia, the healthcare here, while it's very technologically advanced, unless you have good insurance, you're pretty much screwed. And we have witnessed that firsthand when my husband was in the hospital for a week in July. We don't have insurance. We can't afford insurance here. Never experienced any issues with healthcare in Canada, but I haven't been there in 17 years, so it's probably changed quite a bit. You heard something happening in Prague. I don't know. See, now I want to go research it. I'm a research junkie, big time. And I end up with like so much information in my head that I start to overwhelm myself. So sometimes I just need to take a little bit of a breather. Hello from New Zealand. Hello, Christian. My best friend's cousin is from New Zealand, and his favorite diss on people was to call them a bedwetter. Poutine, as in the poutine, the French fries and cheese curds and gravy. A sparrow just had a heart attack. You guys are losing me. What the heck are you talking about, Jeff? You got to add an LOL if you're making a joke or something, because I have no clue. I have no clue what that means. Just joking, but probably true. Well, it could be. Poutine. I love poutine. There is no poutine in America that I have found, and it's very sad. There was a school shooting in Prague. God, where isn't there a school shooting these days? We've got some like serious mental health issues with high school kids, and I I guess they're not all high school kids that are doing the school shootings, but it seems to be the most prevalent. Once again, why I'm super glad that we homeschool. I don't have to worry about my kids getting murdered when they go to learn. Clockwork, Orange Vaughn, Anthony Burgess. Has anyone else's screen frozen apart from the chat? Yes, please let me know if that happened, because the one I'm looking at on my phone, it looks normal. What is poutine? Only the greatest thing that you could ever eat ever. It's French fries with cheese curds and then brown gravy over the top. It's delightful. Unless you go to Canada, you will probably never experience the magic of poutine. You guys like my studio? I just set that up this weekend. I wish I had a studio like that, man. That's sick. Far out, that sounds pretty good. It seriously is like the best thing ever. I don't know why they don't have it here. Like, why isn't it worldwide now? They say there are still a few tickets available. Oh, okay. Clockwork Orange Vaughn? I don't know what that is. Favorite Ren song? Dang. Okay, I think it might be Seven Sins. Gosh, that's tough. Because there's like little bits of each song that will be like my favorite part of a song. No, but I think that's it. I think that is it. And now that that's out of the way. First time I was in Toronto, a server said I should eat some poutine. I just stared off because it sounded like a sexual slang. Yeah, a reference to a woman part. I thought they were messing with me. I know. It's pretty funny. The very first time I heard it, I don't know if it's more popular in like Eastern Canada. I think it might be a little bit more popular in Eastern Canada, but yeah, it's pretty funny. It sounds like poontang. Greetings from Austria. Hello. Just wanted to stop by and tell you that I really like your content. All the best. And I'm off again. The bed calls me big time. Well, thank you very much. That's very kind of you. I appreciate it. Have a good sleep. I was wondering if you're going to dive into more different artists. I have one that would blow your socks off if interested. I'm always interested to check out new stuff. Absolutely. I basically go with my requests and suggestions. It can get super overwhelming, as you guys might want to notice. I've got like all of these, which I won't show you what they say, but I've got sticky notes. I've got stuff circled on my phone. I have a lot. And so yeah, it can get a little overwhelming, but I love checking out new stuff. I think I'm going to start doing, what do they call it? Memberships. And that way the people that want to get their suggestion or their requests in first can do it that way. They'll get top priority, but I have to set that all up. And yeah, it's a lot of mental anguish for me at this point. I feel like it's overwhelming, but Power, that's your favorite song, Alex? Have I done Power? I don't think I've done that one yet. An all poutine place opened here in Houston. Get out of here! About 5 years ago? Oh, they're not there? Why are they not there? Like, of all places, Texas has like the least healthy food of any place I've ever lived, and you'd think that poutine would be on every corner because it is not healthy at all. Yeah, Seven Sins is my favorite. I think you're right, Alex. But I can't pick. Then 5 minutes later I'll be like, "Oh wait, I forgot about this one." How do you select your React videos recommendations? People just comment and ask me to do stuff. And sometimes, like I said, I'll write it down on my trusty sticky notes because I'm old school. And it depends on how much time I have during the day. Sometimes I only have an hour to do some videos. Sometimes I have more, depending on what we're doing with the kids and what housework I have and all that kind of stuff. So I thought you meant Putin as in Vlad. That's another mix up that people make, or they make a joke out of it. Vladimir Putin. I don't have any React videos yet, but that is not what you're asking. I don't know. I'm confused. Her name is Diana Ankudinova. And the place to start with her is Wicked Games or her version of Can't Help Falling in Love. So she does covers. Wait, I'm going to screenshot it. And then I'll have it for later. What is happening on my phone here? All right, I screenshotted that. Oh wait, I'm missing stuff here. Okay, Chester P. Melancholic Flowers featuring DRS. Chester P. All I think of is Chesterfield. I think that a lot of people think Canadians call couches Chesterfields. I remember seeing a video on that. I have never called a couch a Chesterfield in my life. FYI, anybody who wanted to know that obscure reference. Chester, I'm writing it down. I've never heard of him. Melancholic Flowers. Sounds interesting. All right. I wrote it down. Not lying. What time is it where you are, Alex? I always stay awake too late, and this is a parent thing, and I don't know if it's only a mother thing, so let me know if any of you are parents out there. At the end of the day, when I'm exhausted, I decide that I'm going to watch stuff on my phone for 2 more hours when I should be sleeping because it's the only time I get uninterrupted. So I usually should get some sleep, and then I don't. Being from the South, we always send friends who come from the North to go to the store and get some whisker biscuits. Is that a joke, Denny? What are whisker biscuits? Because that sounds sexual. You know what? The first time I ever had biscuits and gravy in my entire life, I think was about maybe 10 years ago in New Mexico, and it was one of the most delightful things I've ever eaten. And I totally understand why there's an obesity epidemic in the United States, because that's just like carbs with more carbs. Try to do what you're comfortable with. If it becomes stressful, that's not cool. Yeah, I try not to like stress out too much about it because this isn't my full-time job. My full-time job is a mom. And but yeah, you know, I mean, if it's like too overwhelming, I'm not going to want to do it. So I just try to sort of go down the list and pick what sounds cool. And the thing is, I get so many requests for Ren. Harry Mack is like I have like an overwhelming amount of Harry Mack requests because he is so huge. Um, and so I tried it, but I don't want to be like the Ren and Harry Mack channel. So I try to cover other stuff and throw other things into the mix. Now that Tom is putting out some more stuff, I'm finally back into Tom videos. But yeah, it's hard to mix it up and not do the same thing. Hard to pick a favorite Ren song. I've had Clutch and Heretic on repeat for a few days. Yeah, Heretic, that's a good one. Clutch? Clutch. Did I do Clutch? Crutch. Okay, yes, I did that one. Hey, Angel. I'm good. How are you doing, darling? What a nice joint. Oh, you talking about my sick background? Yeah, I wish. It's just a really good green screen. Atlas Ace. You're throwing obscure things at me here, Alex, and I don't know what you mean. Is that who you're wanting to request? Another Strange Skies track. Give it to me, Angel. What is it? Strange. Those guys were so cool coming on and talking on in my comments. They seem really, well, the one guy, I don't know if it was more than one, he seemed super nice. Or Beldia. Atlas Ace or Beldia. Are these people? I've never heard of this stuff, so I'm busy writing down on my sticky notes. Atlas Ace, Beldia. I'm writing these down hoping that those are actual requests and I'm not just writing down obscure words. She does all kinds of things, even originals. She's now 20 years old. Started singing when she was like 5. Her catalog is large and all different genres. I promise you have never heard a voice like hers. Well, that sounds really cool, Wiley. Because I like checking out new stuff. I like learning about new artists and new people. Thank you, Jeff. Atlas Ace it is. Okay, I'm circling Atlas Ace. What songs? Is Atlas Ace the band? Now you're just being cheeky, Alex. Whiskers is a brand of cat biscuits. I still don't know what the whole Whisker Biscuits thing is you were talking about. You're leaving me hanging here, Denny. Whiskers is a brand of cat food in Canada. I remember that. Hello, proud patriot, my Canadian friend. Have you seen the parody E. Moss does of Ren videos? No. E. Moss, huh? Well, that sounds like something I want to check out now. A parody? Is it like in a good way or a bad way? E. Moss. Parody of Ren. All right. Hunter Bros, born and raised. I think I would like it if my husband would go out and hunt some deer because it's way too dang expensive to buy beef anymore. Because I buy the good stuff and it ain't cheap. MDV. MDV in the house. Hope you are ready for the holidays. I'd like to think I'm ready, but at the end of the day, I still feel like I'm not. But we have all the gifts bought. The Christmas tree is up. And everything's wrapped. So yeah, I guess we are ready. How about you? Christmas is my favorite time of the year. Favorite by far out of any time of the year. And we don't get snow here that I have to shovel, it's a plus for me. You didn't like Crutch, by the way. Not my favorite. It's not my favorite, but everything Ren does has something about it that I like. Hey, Eric. Happy Christmas to you. I'm so glad that you're healthy. Another girl part reference. Okay, so Denny, riddle me this. Is this something that you told people as a joke and then they would go ask for Whisker Biscuits? Wait, what? Harry Mack dropped another Omegle Bars episode for us? I thought 100 was his last one. Against the Blood. Okay, thank you, Angel. Strange Skies. Against the Blood. Did they scream? Do you like that kind of music, Angel? Do you like that death metal? Atlas is mountains. More than one mountain. Alex, I'm lost. How's Caveman doing since his infection? He's doing wonderful. Thank you for asking. Like, for any of you out there who didn't know, he got mono in July, but we had no idea what it was. He had a fever for about a week, and we thought we were on the tail end of it. And then he got up one day and he could barely walk, was seriously dehydrated, and I basically pulled him into the car. He didn't want to go, took him to the ER, and they spent 7 days trying to figure out what was wrong with him. And it ended up that the only thing they could find was Epstein-Barr virus / mono. But I thought he was going to die. It was really freaking scary. And you would never know now. He's at the skate park right now with the boys, and we were doing wheelies yesterday on our bike ride, so yep, he's back at it. Thank you for asking. It's very kind. Oh, that was your nephew in the comments? He's also an independent rapper. His name is King Twitch. I gotta write that down. That's awesome. King Twitch. That is super cool that that's your cousin. Yeah, that was really nice of them of him to leave those comments. My wife watched her phone at night, and I will wake up at 5 a.m. and she is sleeping and the phone is still going. That's my husband. I'll usually wake up and go, oh, okay, and I got to turn it off. He will listen to or have something on until I turn it off, because he'll fall asleep and it'll stay on. He likes to listen to, and I don't know if you've ever heard of, Owen Benjamin. They never give me infections. The Atlas Mountains. Okay, one more and I'll shut up. Chester P. A dragon never hides its wings. Ooh, is that something that my daughter would like? Because she is obsessed with dragons. Or is it child friendly? Chester P. And I gotta write it down on the right sticky note. Never hides its wings. All right, I've got it. Not even poutine. And he should be able to find some somewhere. You know what? I'm going to look it up. I'm going to look up if there's any restaurants around here that have poutine. Okay, I got to run. Oh, have a wave with my name on it. Have a great night. Well, thank you very much, Wiley. Aloha, and God bless you guys over there in Maui. Oh, fun way. Okay, good. I'm glad that he's not dissing on Ren, is he? Oh my God, what I would give for a moose burger. Are you kidding? No, there's deer up here that are like, seriously, people are encouraged to kill them. There's too many. But I've had some deer up here that a neighbor of mine, her cousin or her nephew had caught, and they made it into chorizo. It was absolutely delicious. But no, there is no wild game meat up here unless you go and hunt deer. My dad had a freezer full of moose, elk, caribou, deer. My entire childhood, we didn't buy anything. We only had wild game. I miss it big time. Just back from fishing. Oh, that's my childhood right there. Same thing. We always had fresh fish, salmon, we had rainbow trout, we had grayling. Man, that was the good times. You know what, Proud Patriot? I don't know your actual name. My mom lives in Vernon in BC, and she said that there's no snow in town, which is like unheard of. And the ski hill is not doing well at all. I know that, are you in Calgary? I can't remember if you said, but yeah, she said it's crazy that there's no snow this year. All right, well, I'm going to have to go check out that HMAC because um, if it's stuff that didn't make the original, I'm sure it's still got to be good. Okay, well, I got to check out. I got to check it out. That's what I thought about Alex. Alex, you're confusing me, and Bizarro chat. Yes, they scream a lot. How old are you, Angel? Just so that I know, because I know that my best friend who lives in Calgary, I haven't seen her in so long, but she's my bestest friend in the whole world. She loves like hardcore heavy metal still to this day. She never grew out of it and she still loves it. And she's my age, she's 48. So this has become a thing for you, Denny? That's exactly what I thought when you said Whisker Biscuit. I was like, wait a minute. People who work at KFC know now because of you. That's funny. Fellow Gen Xer. Awesome. I was born in 1975. Getting up there. Love your music taste and reactions. Well, thank you very much. Big Harry Mack fan. Yes, I love Harry Mack. I think what he's doing is amazing. We don't always have to grow up, right, Denny? We can still have a good sense of humor and be, act like teenagers if we want to. Warren Swagtastical Dixon Jr. I like it. I'm swaggy. I'm a truth teller, speaking heavily on topics like mental health, politics, the Black community, and more. So if you love reactions, be sure to check out I Love America. Sounds good. I've been tuning into your videos, and the inspiration you provide travels a long way. Keep the positivity spreading like wildfires. I appreciate it. Thank you. Well, thank you, Warren. That's very kind of you. Smokes Putinere. I don't know what that means. You guys are throwing out some weird stuff today. That's great news. Caveman is back to normal. Merry Christmas to you. Poutine with maple sugar. There is a restaurant in Texas with the Canuck expats. Oh, expats making poutine? Where in Texas? I have to know this. Yes, Caveman he has less of a filter, I think, than I probably do, but I think people like it. And he's a good talker. He's very good at just letting the thoughts flow. I'm the kind of person who I'll sit there and hem and haw and then have to think about the way I say it. And he's kind of got the gift of gab that way. I heard that you guys eat kangaroo down there because it's the same thing as deer out here, right? They're kind of like nuisances. They're always all over the place and there's too many of them. I've never eaten kangaroo. I did eat, what was it? Ostrich in Calgary, Alberta. They had this really cool restaurant that had all these really obscure different kinds of entrees, and it was actually pretty good. Oh, grayling, yes. I love it. Hi, Mike. Thank you. I remember talking to you. Absolutely. West of Edmonton. Right. I knew it was Edmonton or Calgary. Ordering food at KFC in Belgium? Do they even have Stella? Alex out. All right, Alex. I don't know. Maybe if you've had too much Stella. East of Edmonton, Saskatchewan, Alberta border. Dude, that's cold. That is cold. 41. All right, so you're still a wee babby, Angel. You're just over 40. See, I'm almost into 50. This is a scary new area, and I don't like it. I don't like aging. Shoot, really? I'm gonna have to talk to my best friend over there because she is not hard left. She is pretty much thinks the same way I do. I'll have to see what she thinks about how it's changing over there. Because I mean, Calgary is the Texas of Canada. And where I live in Texas is the least Texas of Texas. If you go into Austin, you would probably think that you were in San Francisco or something. You're a rap head? I love rap. Seriously, rap was my jam back when I was a teenager, and all my heavy metal buddies would totally razz me for it, and their loss. Do I go to many concerts? No, I don't. The last concert, honestly, because I became a mom when I was 24, and so I got all my partying and stuff done pretty much before that. But get this, the last concert I went to was in Calgary, Alberta. I lived there for a year before my first daughter was born. And it was a little tiny pub on a little street, and it was Days of the New. I don't know if any of you out there remember Days of the New. And we got to sit down after the show and talk with him and have a Corona with the lead singer. It was super cool. And I think that's the last real, it wasn't even a concert. It was like a get together, watching a really cool band. And they were on the brink of becoming super famous at that point. They were already on the radio, but sadly, the lead singer actually ended up getting sucked into heroin and ended up on that show Intervention. A little bit of knowledge for you guys on that one, but no, I don't go to anything. That's why I was hoping that maybe Harry Mack would come back to Texas, because I would probably go. Clearly, if Ren came here, I would go, or Tom McDonald, but no, I don't like crowds. That's my thing. I just don't really dig that anymore. The Pixies, man. I haven't listened to the Pixies since probably high school. Zaina, greetings from Finland. Hello. Sucka free since 73. Were you born in 73? Gen X here too, born in 72. Awesome. Calgary is super cool, Alex. It is like a really cool place. And then if you go from Calgary to Banff, which is maybe an hour, Banff is one of the most beautiful places you could ever see in Canada. Well, I'm Canadian and I love America too. I've lived here for 17 years, but I'm still Canadian. Caveman is my guy. You guys would probably totally get along. He is hilarious to hang out with. He is a caveman, but he has a great sense of humor, and he is 100% alpha male. I do not wear the pants in this family. Despite all of the hate comments that I got when I did my reaction to his reaction on the Dax video, despite all the hate comments and people who think that I belittle him and I'm toxic, he wears the pants. So you do not know somebody from a 10-minute video. Alex, if you don't stop making me laugh, I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm chuckling at every comment you make because I don't have a clue what you're talking about. I wrote down King Twitch, Carol, because I want to check that out. Does he have like a separate channel where he raps? My best lines always arrive 24 hours after they were needed. Oh, isn't that truer words could not be spoken. I'm always like, I should have said that. May 22nd, 1969. Well, my husband was born in 1970, so there you have it. Oh no, Calgary mayor? Socialist? Ugh. Well, I think after this live stream, it might be a phone call to her. See, my mom, when she turned 50, she was super stoked. I'm not really that excited about it. Kangaroos are scary, man. Do you see that video that kangaroo that tried to drown the dog and the dude had to go and like basically punch him? Those things are friggin' scary. Legalizing Mary Jane? Well, it's legal a lot of places over here. Do you remember the age of electric? Like electric music? Or Age of Electric? Is that a band? Seriously, I miss the 90s. I think we peaked as a society in the 90s. I think that was like the best time ever, right before cell phones and the internet. '47. So we got a lot of us old folks online here today. Sammy, you are right. And actually, if any of you remember the old Dane Cook joke where he named his truck, I think he's talked about naming his cement truck Banff, but it was BAMF and it stood for badass motherfucker. Excuse my French. So yes, you're right. It has 3 different meanings. Banff, which is a beautiful place, or when you land face first in a pillow, or BAMF. Oh, I would love to come back to Canada for a visit. But dang, it's expensive when you got 3 little kids in tow. Well, they're not so little anymore. 50, the age of wisdom. Thank you, John. I have to keep that in mind. I don't like the age part, but I like the wisdom part. Almost 7 a.m. Holy cow, Jeff. Happy Christmas to you. Have a wonderful holiday if you celebrate it over there. Thank you for joining us. Happy belated birthday. Be right back, Papa. Bamf. It was funny. Have you ever heard that? Have you ever heard Dane Cook's old stuff? I love it. I still love Dane Cook. A lot of people think he's not funny, but I think he's hilarious. Closest neighbor 2 miles away. Closest village 15 miles. I live in Central Highlands, surrounded by big skies and nature. Used to live the beach life, too touristy now. You know what? That's what I want. We used to, back in California, we had a 5-acre property that we lived on, and all of the properties were about 5 acres. So our neighbors weren't too close to us. But our one neighbor we knew always had our back. And then we had a 30-acre property where you couldn't see any of your neighbors. And now we live in the suburbs. So that's my dream, to have that back again. I want chickens. I want chickens and ducks and maybe a donkey. 1973, grew up on New Order. Oh, Portishead. Dang, I forgot about Portishead. Good taste. Triple Crown production. Thank you, Angel. Yes, please message me. That would be wonderful. 61, my brain still thinks I'm 35, 6 kids and 10 grandkids. You're so right. I still think I'm like 25. I would love to be 35. 25, I still kind of thought I knew everything, but I didn't. But 35 was good. 51, well, you're right in between me and my husband, Alex. What time have we got here, guys? 5:53. We'll go for maybe a few more minutes, and then I'll sign off, and I got dinner to make. And any of you guys out there, let me know if I'm going to do... I'm trying to think of like the first level of memberships to do. Let me know kind of like what you think would be cool, because I don't have like a huge amount of time to do like specialty videos for members or anything like that yet. But I was thinking of maybe, like special emojis and having, first dibs on requests, stuff like that. Let me know, kind of what tier you would like. 65, I don't remember 35. John, yes, you do. But you're retired now. You're going to be living the good life. I don't know if we're ever going to be able to retire, unfortunately. Where do you live, John? Portishead, Tortoisehead? Tortoisehead? Hey, Angel. No, I don't have an Instagram. I have like my personal Instagram for like my family and friends, but I don't know, like a lot of reactors have the whole, Instagram, Facebook, yada, yada, yada. I just haven't set that up yet. I don't know if I'm that hardcore yet. North of Houston. Okay, cool. We're just outside of Austin. Équiboise. Is that how you say it? 50 isn't scary, by the way. Well, are you a man or a woman? My husband didn't care about turning 50. He thinks that it's kind of cool. But I think that there's like a different view on like men aging and women aging. Like women are supposed to stay young and look beautiful on their husband's arms, and a guy is allowed to look like aged and rugged. But women can't look rugged because then they look like they've been ridden hard and put away wet, right? But I'm not going to be injecting a bunch of stuff in my face. I'm just not doing it. Luke Southworth. Hello. New York. Ugh, what's it like out in New York right now? I'm going to go back and look up some more Portishead. I haven't listened to that seriously since I was 19. I saw somebody with a Portishead shirt a couple years ago, and I was like, yes! You can message me on YouTube, Angel. I'm going to have to look into like maybe getting an Instagram just for YouTube. Because my YouTube is private just for like my friends and family and stuff to share stupid photos. And so that I can get like my latest conspiracy theory stuff. You gotta have your good tinfoil hat accounts to follow. Achy Bois is a play on Harry Bradshaw. Harry Bradshaw? H. Bradshaw. I still don't get it. If that has to do with sports, then or if it's like football or baseball, I wouldn't know. I'm more like gymnastics, figure skating, skateboarding, that kind of stuff. That's kind of what we watch. We're not a sports family. Telegram, maybe. Yeah, I've heard of Telegram. I know that Flodzilla has Telegram to do. He does like those Zoom calls and stuff. I don't know enough about it. Lows of 23 here. Ugh, gosh. Luke, what are you still doing over there? Come over onto this side, maybe come Texas. You know, you get just a little bit of chilliness, but all you need is a hoodie. I've turned into a wimp. I think I have like cold weather PTSD after growing up in the Yukon from 13 to 20, 21. And now I can't stand the cold anymore. Heath Bradshaw is my name. Okay, thank you. I was lost. Yes, please do, Angel. Just suggest them under there until I get my you-know-what together. And I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I'm just flying by the seat of my pants. Luke, where you live, is it like super expensive? Do you live in an area where it's like $2,500 for to rent a studio apartment? That's right, John. My boys are out at the skate park right now in shorts and t-shirts. And I think yesterday I had to wear a long sleeve shirt. I ain't complaining. Well, I'll let you in on something, Luke. I thought it was expensive over here because, things have in the last 2-3 years have gone up dramatically as far as housing. We still rent, but we have a 4-bedroom, 1,900 square foot house with a huge backyard and a green space behind it with a stream and a park behind that. And we pay not even that much. $2,400 is more than we pay. So I can't believe it when people tell me the price of things in New York. $420 jogging pants? Well, that's your problem, Alex. I think you got a little too much $420 and didn't give you an infection. I am glad to hear it. $1,200? Well, that's not as bad, but still. I think our first house that we got here 10 years ago, it was a little tiny 3-bedroom, 1,000 square foot house, and it was $1,200. It wouldn't be that now. It would probably be more expensive, but that was 10 years ago. Freakier than Chat GPT. Maybe he is Chat GPT. Alex, are you a bot? Really high housing costs in London. Yeah, I think it is a big city thing for sure. But you know what? We were looking on the outskirts of town because we wanted to be able to get some property and not be in an HOA where we have all the rules and regulations that we have to stick to. And man, the price doesn't go down that much. Not out here anyway. But London, I would expect would probably be pretty expensive. I don't know what it's like where my dad used to live in Wolverhampton. I don't know if that's like, I don't know the population of those areas or anything like that. Now in London, do they have like single detached homes? Or is it all like what you see on TV where they're like row houses? Since I'm in Texas, do you hear gun drummer yet? Thank you, Vincent. No, I don't know what that is. Oh, that's cool, Luke. Where do you hunt? And what do you hunt? What do they have out there? I'm interested in this gun drummer, though. Now I want to look this up. Gun drummer and twista. All right, I'm going to write it down. I'm assuming he's like a really fast drummer. Is that what gun drummer means? You were going to slag off Wolverhampton mostly because of the Brummie accent? I love that accent. It's endearing to me, probably because my nan and granddad had that accent, but also because I love the Peaky Blinders. And I think that accent has become more popular because of the Peaky Blinders. My dad doesn't have an accent anymore, though. He moved with his parents to Canada when he was 13, so he used to get teased all the time and he lost his accent. Thank you. Have a good night. Adios. He drums and guns. Dude, that sounds good. Whitetail, deer, turkey, bear, and we hunt in the woods. Well, I figured you hunted in the woods, not on the streets. That would be illegal. Although in Chicago, they hunt in the streets all the time. Yeah, deer is pretty much the big thing out here. So a live reaction. You want me to do a reaction on a live stream? I did a live stream like a year ago and something happened with my sound. So I was like, they were requesting for me to check out a couple of songs and then they could hear me but not the music, and it was a complete failure. But I don't have that problem anymore. I remedied that situation. Yeah, street hunting is not good. I think it's frowned upon in most places. Sammy D, you're in London, right? Have a good night, Luke. Thank you for the chat. Happy Christmas. Oh, that was a Ren reference, wasn't it? Achy Boise. I love your name, by the way. That's funny. Have a good night. Happy Christmas. Northwest England, near Liverpool. Oh, Liverpool. That is where... Is it all the Beatles were from Liverpool or just some of them? The Liverpool accent is another one that gets made fun of. But are all Liverpool accents the same? Because I hear people make fun of them all the time. I'm not as good at Liverpool accents as I am the Birmingham. Or Brummy, as you guys say. See, John knows. The deer out here are crazy. WFO Racing 420. Hope all is well. All is well. I hope all is well with you. I knew it. I knew it. Thank you, Sammy D. Yeah, I thought so. And you know what's funny? The Liverpool accents, some of them have kind of like that throaty, like it's not the R's. It's like when they say, what's a good word that I'm thinking of that they say that is like definitely you can tell they're from Liverpool. Oh, I can't do it. I would slay it so badly if I even tried. But there's one in particular that I can think of that you definitely know they're from Liverpool. But not all people that I've known from Liverpool do it, so. Have a good night, John. Thank you for joining us. Happy Christmas. Beetles live in many climates. That's true. Thank you. POTUS81. Ah, Chachen. Yes, thank you, Sammy D. It's that like they're clearing their throat. There's a guy, and I don't know if any of you have ever seen him on Instagram. I think he's just called the Accent Guy. I don't know what part of England he's actually from, but he does so many different accents, so many different British accents, so many different, he does Scottish, Irish, all different kinds of accents from the UK, Australian, Russian. He's really good. And he does probably the best Thomas Shelby impression that I've ever heard. All right, everybody. It is 6 o'clock my time. I think I'm going to get ready to sign off. And this was just my little dipping my feet in the water of a live chat to make sure everything was working. But I think I'd like to get into doing some live reactions, and hopefully I'm going to have a few more things set up here in the next week or so. But I have to go make dinner. Thank you, Sammy D. If I don't talk to you before, happy Christmas, all the way over there in England. Live stuff, check. Thank you, Vincent. Cheers. Have a good Christmas. All right, everybody, I'm going to sign off and go get some stuff done. We will talk to you all soon. I thank you all for joining me. And as I always say in my sign-offs, we'll see you in the next one. Peace, you guys. Happy Christmas.